What's up? How's your weekend? Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Ready to kill the market this week. So in this video, what we're going to be breaking down are the major currency pairs, the indices, Volatility 75, US30, Nasdaq, um, and that will be it. Starting off with the fundamentals, we're going to look at this week's fundamentals. This week is packed with crazy fundamentals, like crazy strong fundamentals. So starting off today, we won't be having any strong fundamental. Yesterday there was a Euro news, but then the market was closed, right? So on Tuesday tomorrow, we're going to have the core CPI for the US, right? It's a strong event. It will be around 1500 hours, GMT plus 3 hours. That's my time zone, so you should switch it to your own. On Wednesday, we're going to have a New Zealand dollar interest rate, a very strong fundamental event this is. So it's going to be crazy, right? We have GBP CPI for June, YOY, right? This isn't such a strong event for the US, the PPI, MOM. But then we have the Canadian interest rate, one of the strongest fundamental events out there. So it's crazy. On Wednesday, it's going to be crazy with two fundamental events of the interest rates for the New Zealand dollar and the Canadian dollar, right? And then we have the BOC press conference for the CAD also the same day. On Thursday, we have the Aussie dollar having an employment change. So this is another strong event. All these are average news, although they have 3 stars. Their impact is about 10 to 15 pips in the market. And then we have on Friday, the CPI for the euro, another strong event, and the CPI for the New Zealand dollar, right? So these are the strong events from Friday, with the core retail sales ending the day for the US. So these are the fundamental events for the US. And for the whole week, just be sure to always be checking the events before you actually, take a trade. Starting off with with the majors, we have the GBP USD. Right now, prices are on a resistance level with the previous 4-hour closing a strong bearish engulfing. Although looking at the daily structure, you can obviously see that the prices are in this strong downtrend, creating lower lows and lower highs. But then on Friday, prices came up with this very strong bullish engulfing candlestick, engulfing this previous high, right? So then that means the market structure has been broken, and I'll be looking for prices to retest around this high, which then in the 4-hour is this high right here. So then, given the price structure, I'll be looking for prices to retest here before they actually, push above to this market structure here and see what's up. So that's on the GBP USD. We have the Euro USD. Prices are right now on this. Oh man, okay, excuse me. So Euro USD. Euro USD, we can see that prices on this resistance area right now. But then if you look at the market structure, you can obviously see prices are creating this. We had a low, we had a higher high. This was the previous high. So prices broke this and created a higher high, creating another lower high because this is the previous low. And right now it has created another higher high, meaning that now prices are in an uptrend, but on a resistance level. My bias is that prices will break above this resistance, give us a retest for us to get trades to push us all the way to this market structure here, this resistance level, before we actually look for shorting opportunities to fall with us all the way down to this resistance, to this support area here. Because looking at the daily structure, you can obviously see that prices are on this strong downtrend, creating lower highs and lower lows, right? So right now I'm just looking for a retest of the same market structure here, and then for prices to push all the way down here, right? And the reason I'm looking for prices to give me a resistance in the structure here is because prices on this third touch on this ascending trend line. So that means this is a very key market structure, it's a third touch on the ascending trend line. That is why prices will be pushed up. As you can see here, prices started with strong bullish momentum, right? So I'll be looking for prices to retest all the way up here before you actually fall, and then we bounce back up all the way down up to this resistance area. I'm not using on that anymore. So we have USDJPY. USDJPY from the daily scale. We can obviously see that prices broke out of this ascending channel, giving us a retest. Let's look at the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, we can obviously see prices have given us this retest, but then I wouldn't be shorting this trade anytime soon until it actually creates a trend, right? After breaking below this one. Obviously, we're in a downtrend, but then I want to see them retest on this significant key level here on this Fibonacci before I actually go short. Because if I short that right now, you can obviously see in the 1 hour, it doesn't have that much momentum. It did in the previous hour, but then it lost that momentum. So I'm not going to be shorting anytime soon, obviously, because it's a Monday and the US, the New York session hasn't been opened yet. So I'll probably be looking for entries in the New York session or tomorrow on Tuesday when the sessions are all open. We have Usdchf. Usdchf, obviously, last week when we broke this pair down, I told you I'll be looking for prices to reach this resistance level. And then I'll be looking for prices to bounce back up to break above this structure and keep pushing higher. Or if it breaks below this market structure, I'll be looking for prices to keep on going short all the way down here. Now, prices did play out as expected. They reached on this resistance level here. So that's a good thing, right? Hope you caught the move. So right now, what I'm expecting to see is that prices have already broken below this market structure. I'll be looking for prices to go short until this price here before you actually look for market structures to bounce back up all the way up there. So that's Usdchf. That's how I expect to play out. Now let's look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq, this is the 4 hour. Let's look at it from the daily scale. Now, from the daily scale, prices are in this ascending trend line or ascending channel. I'll be expected to see prices keep on heading higher until they reach around here, around 1520, hitting this trend line for the third time. And then after it does that, I'll be expecting to see prices push down here, hit that support area, and then keep on heading higher because this is an uptrending index, right? So that's Nasdaq. Let's look at the US30. US30, this is interesting because prices on Friday, as you can see, closed this with a very strong bullish engulfing candlestick, but prices are still on this resistance area. So obviously I'm bullish biased because this is an uptrending index for starters, right? And then on top of that, prices closed with a very strong bullish engulfing. So what I'll be expecting to see is prices break above this trend here. Obviously, they already broke here. So I'll be expecting to see prices give me some sort of retest on this market structure here, or probably retest all the way down here on this trend line where there's another market structure before you actually look for buying opportunities and keep on heading higher. So that's what I expect to see on US30. Let's look at the volatility 75. I did send this setup, I think, on Thursday or Friday on the group, telling you that I'll be expecting to see prices break above below this support area and retest here, come back and retest, give us a third touch on this descending trend line before we push lower. But the prices did not break below here. They have just been consolidating on this zone. So what I'll be expecting to see right now is that for prices to hit this trend line for the third time, giving it a bearish momentum, and then push all the way down here, probably break below this structure again, and hit our take profit down here. But then, as you know, this is trading and anything can happen. If prices do break above here, then I'll be expecting to see prices push above here all the way until this, resistance area. But then my bias is bearish, so I'll be expecting to see prices fall down here after giving us a third touch, pushing all the way down low here to break this minor resistance or minor support area, and then to hit our target down here before we actually start looking for buying opportunities to take us to the moon. So that's my view on this week's, guys. If this video has been helpful, give us a quick like. Don't forget to subscribe for future content and hit that bell notification so that you'll always be notified whenever we release future content. Till next time, guys, this was Black. Peace.